And now we start, now we finish. Yes, yes, ladies, gentlemen, party people, boys, girls, people of all ages, United fans in particular, Arsenal fans, City fans, Liverpool fans, football fans all around the world. Welcome back to ROP, Run of Play podcast, where we discuss all things football, but from the perspectives of our teams, United and Arsenal. You know, what a hell of a start. Matchweek 1 of the EPL. Almost all the home teams won, and most away teams lost, which was great. You know, the newly promoted teams showed us why they came to the Premier League. Arsenal had the toughest newly promoted teams. Dispatch them 3-0. Manchester United had another of the toughest newly promoted teams. Got done by 2 set pieces. Made them start questioning, is Michael Carrick the right man for the job? Should they have kept him? But all of this and more will be discussed in today's episode. But let's big up the panel. Before we do, please press the like button, subscribe, leave your own thoughts in the comment section below. Mr. Jude, man, what's up? How are you doing? You guys did not win, so no jersey today.
No, I can't. I don't know where the jersey is.
It's probably in the laundry.
You should rep your team through thick and thin, no?
I was looking for the exact replica of what they wore, but I couldn't find it. At least that week.
No, how are you? How are you? See, I just ask how are you. I'm not asking for therapy. It's not a therapy session. Just how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've woken up. It's been 24 hours since that nightmare, so I'm better. But it could have been better.
Were you hoping that City lost as well, so it would have not been bad for you?
I was not looking for anybody to lose. I was looking for us to win. That's the major thing at that point. I'm embarrassing.
Fair enough. Johnny boy, man, how's it going?
Fantastic weekend, you know. Champions starting off like champions.
Yeah.
Why some people that think they win the league? Some people went as far as say they win their first 5 games. And the first game they've already lost. Isn't life funny?
Yeah.
But all in all, I'm happy. The only arrival I won today, this weekend so far, is only Man City.
Yeah. Last minute through that teeth as well.
Yeah. Liverpool drew.
Yeah.
United lost.
Tottenham lost, basically.
So it's just really Chelsea.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea might lose on Monday as well. You know.
Yeah.
Let's yeah. And Sean T, what's good now? What's good? How are you feeling? Are you feeling like United Strand or what's going on? Are you also blaming United Strand as well? You know,
I'm not blaming anybody but our coach, and I'm feeling okay. I think this is clearly the most important and most definitive first game of the season that they ever was. Judging by the reactions and conclusions that everybody is jumping to. So, looking forward to discussing. Let's have it.
Yeah. So how did you feel after the game now? Last week you said Carrick is on sack watch, but this is match day 1. Have you gone like towards 100% sack watch, or you're still like, is it just game 1, 37 games to go? We'll see how things pan out.
It's not 100% sack watch. It's like 10%. It's an incremental step towards sack watch. I think Carrick made some terrible decisions basically coming into the match. Patrick Dogu is a fantastic player. I like him. His goal against Arsenal is one of the best goals, basically, of last season.
In United history, yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of game that suits Patrick Dogu. There is a game for Dogu away at a big club, away at Barcelona, away at Madrid. I want to see Dogu on the left wing. But against Hull, we need a lot more finesse. Like, Dogu is a kick and run guy. He's strong, he's fast. He's too clumsy to break down, the kind of defensive shape that Hull set up. So, like, I don't understand what Carrick is thinking. Basically starting in there, right? The same thing goes for Cunha. False 9, away against Arsenal, like I said, tough game. You want a pressing kind of setup. That's when you play Cunha as false 9. Why are you doing that? First game of the season. There's no need. Tielemans and Santos in midfield. That's their first ever United game. You start 2 brand new midfielders in your midfield. The midfielder
But that's why
is
you
the heart
bought them now.
People
always say if you sign players, play them from the first game of the season. That's what people always want.
No, but at the same time, you have to be, I think, demonstrate a bit more wisdom than that, right?
Who could you have played? Mino is not yet fit.
I played Mino. Whatever fitness, he doesn't need Mino to be 90 minutes fit. Yeah, Mino could have.
That's why you bring on the other guy at the second half.
The same thing goes for Licha, right? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I like it in heaven. I like him as a youngster, but the guy to me is still, he looks like a raw, youngster. He's not supposed to be
a young man
for United. He just isn't, and he doesn't need to go through what Lenny Euro went through last season before we realize it. So Carrick, I think for me, has been backed. In terms of the squad, he has the squad. He has options.
Baleba has joined now.
He has options. So what will make or break the team is whether or not he makes the right decisions. Like, that's it. Bruno did not need to start that game against Hull. Why is there one rule for whatever fitness issue you say Kobe Mino has? Whatever fitness issue you claim Mino has, Bruno has it times 12. Because not only has Bruno played more football, basically he played World Cup. Essentially. We saw it as Xerxes.
Yeah, but Mino was there to the final day. Remember,
the same thing goes. That's what I'm saying. Whatever rule applies to Mino, why doesn't it apply to Bruno Fernandes? Why
Bruno
is Bruno
came
starting?
back to training first now?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the World Cup guys are not starting. Why is Bruno now the exception? Right? Just as
he had a quicker return to preseason,
and he has magic shots.
Exactly. That's what you should say. That there's some weird X factor that Carrick is purporting to.
He's the captain,
has, right? Because he's the captain. Because he's Bruno Fernandes. But Xerxes had a good preseason. He looks fit. He looks sharp. Right? Even if you want to sell him to Aston Villa 2 weeks later, why would you still at least let the Premier League see what the guy can do? Let us also flex our squad depth, right? By saying we have our big boys on the bench and you play the hungry guys in a way at a hungry Hall. I think the whole manager, it was as if it was like textbook. They said they watched 3 or 4 games of United, came up with a game plan, and executed it to the T. Like, it looked like if we played football till next year, we still not have scored, right? Because it was so 10%. You might have stepped towards sack coach for Carrick, but not quite. I feel better having watched Spurs, having watched Tottenham lose. I feel better having watched Man City struggle, having watched Liverpool struggle as well today. So you put things in perspective that is the first game of the season, right? So everybody, even Villa Emery, trashing basically. And there's nothing you can say about the Premier League. There's one thing you can say, is that it's a long season basically, and the first game doesn't really matter. I think game 5, is where you might have like a definitive. I think people say 10 games football. For me, it's 5. What looked like an easy run now looks tricky. Because now we have Ipswich next, then Everton, then Man City.
Surely you should beat Ipswich, no?
Surely.
You don't want to put your chest out there anymore. Last week you had chest that no matter what happened, Hull must be a win. So, and now you lost. Now your confidence has reduced a bit. If you have the same energy for Ipswich now, you can't lose to 2 newly promoted teams back to back. Surely.
You cannot predict the
lineup. That's one thing, right? I can't predict the lineup.
But you should have trust in your lineup, no matter lineup you put in.
No,
surely United.
If you're going to win the league, it doesn't matter the lineup they put. You're supposed to be confident that
not when you have
business now.
Not when you have players as
I will tell you more.
I think the way the squad is, right, we have so many specialist players. Like Dogu and Cunha are different. If you play Dogu versus Cunha on the left, you're getting a completely different game. In Arsenal, he played solely, so he played Martinelli. Maybe one person is more skillful than the other, but you're getting the same attributes. You're getting direct running into the box from the left. Dogu is doing something entirely different from how Rashford wants to play, which is entirely different from how Cunha will play on the left. So, I mean, it's the manager is supposed to be a maverick. Whether he has it or not is yet to be seen, right? I think the squad fundamentals are strong. And if Carrick plays, if we see like Martinez on the pitch, if we see Baleba any day on the pitch, if he plays Mine instead of Tielemans, for example, I think we'll see a better United.
Yeah, before Johnny Boy goes, Jude, what was your reaction to the game? You're trying to hide off camera. Come back to the middle. Let us see your face clearly. Because you were saying that United will have 5 wins in 5. And now you've had no wins in 1.
Did you hear Pablo?
I was motivated by DJ Pablo. Me, I said Man U will win the league. That's my own. But I was expecting my Baleba to support.
Nah, you brought. You remember you sent us the video, viral video of that guy that said you
guys
have
said,
103 points. Was it 103 points you were going for?
Exactly.
My own is I don't want to die you win the league, but just win the league. That's my own. Same way he was winning matches last season with no.
Yeah, you're going too far. Let's talk about this game. This game. What's your reaction to the game? Did you enjoy it? Are you giving him grace? That is the first game of the season. It's new midfield. You have added Baleba, another new person again.
I should give him grace.
How many more weeks of grace
are you going to give him? Grace will end next week because any leg, if we lose next week, it's clear that Carrick is doing something that I don't understand. For me, I feel like he messed up with the squad.
Well, before you continue, Jude, I just want to give the audience context in case we have new people watching. Jude has not been on the Carrick boat at all. Even last season when you guys were winning, United were winning, he was not on the boat. So just for context, people listening, yes, go ahead.
For me, I feel like the lineup won. I remember 2 weeks, was it 2 sessions ago, 3 sessions that I was arguing with DJ Pablo when you asked about transfer business. How do we feel? I said we bought average players. They are not the super quality that I would expect to be with us if we want to win league. DJ Pablo was now countering me and everything. Lo and behold, first game against Hull, it's very obvious that we are
Are you saying Tielemans and Santos and Baleba is not?
Would you have signed Tielemans? No.
But you.
So, if you are trying to win the league, there's a question you are going to ask yourself.
But United are not trying to win the league. That's your own personal expectation.
And that's what I mean.
Exactly.
They have to wake up and win the league.
Carrick is trying to maintain top 4. You're talking about league.
That balance of budget that they're trying to do is not working with me. They should just get my players that will help us out. Because I don't get the point why Luke Shaw is still playing for Manchester starting. It makes no sense.
Sure?
Yeah. He needs
one of the best left backs in the league.
We don't need him. Have you seen the highlight of one of the goals? Maguire was holding Even yesterday, it was hit. The ball struck the bar. Maguire was still holding him. Mbeumo still, like, he forgot that Mbeumo is his player. And the problem is, Maguire has been consistent in doing this same thing for the past probably 4 seasons or 3 seasons. The first 5 games, him is always in that calamity of that bubble. Then they will not bench him. He will not come back around November, December, start playing like somebody that has sense.
No.
At the beginning of our league games, he's always like the one against Brentford last season. He was calculating against, imagining that Thiago would not manage to jump over him and get the ball. He felt so overconfident, and we considered, was it not 4-2 that game, or was it 3-1?
3-1.
So it was the one in defense too. It's the same problem we have this in. I feel like Eddie Heaven has gragra, like agility in his body to move out, and Maguire has the same movement. So playing both of them in that center back was a poor choice from Michael Carrick. I don't know. I can't remember seeing them last season playing together. Most times it was either him and Delete or Euro or somebody else. So Martinez kind of has a little bit of calm. He understands that Maguire can just go. So 2 of them being there can go away and then make us not to focus on the defense. So I feel like the lineup was wrong. He should have probably started mixed kind of our old like people who have been playing seasons, and maybe add Tielemans to start with BRUNO. That's one. I feel like he should have played a striker. This is Hull City. If you can't win Hull City, this is the little cheap point.
What's Cunha?
Yeah?
What's Cunha?
What's Cunha? Cunha is I'll never see him as a 9. So if I play him, I'll play him there.
But why do you bring Rashford on and not play Mbeumo like more centrally?
I even prefer Mbeumo to be central because Mbeumo has more sense towards goal than Cunha. So for me, I felt he could have just started with Sesko. It would have created more pressure and more presence, knowing that an actual striker is there. And I've said we should go and buy a second fiddle striker. It will help us. If we At this point, I'm trying to like get angry because I've made the mouth that we're going to win league. So they should start acting up and responding in
First
the way
5
that
games. Let's start from first 5
they
games.
can't come and be giving me hand that they want to win top 4. But we are challenging. We are not here to qualify for Champions League. So this Hull City game was supposed to be a 3 points that would have thrown in the bag. Like, we shouldn't be bothering about those games. Then isn't that against Ipswich? Or who do you want me to have confidence? Like, I don't even know what they are doing in that. God.
No, the next thing you can say is that like the emotions of the day got the better. I think like the first day of the Premier League, right? Even from Peggy time, it's a thing. We don't start the Premier League well. It's been like that, right? So there's lots of room
Against
to recover.
And these are the lies they tell you.
A newly promoted team, not against a newly promoted team.
Johnny, but before you go, I just want to give them context because we've been where they were before. You understand? I want to give them context, right? First things first. Hull City manager no Carrick from the Championship. I'm sure they were thrashing him in the Championship, so they're not scared of him. That's number one. And number two, if a team comes to the Premier League for the first time, their first home game, like there's ginger. Remember Arsenal Brentford like 2-3 seasons ago. First time back in the Premier League after a long time. They have points to prove. They'll make it difficult. So they lost to me. It's funny.
That's not lost that game now, right?
Yes, we lost 2-0 as well.
And what did you end up at the end of the season?
We ended up
fifth at the end of the season.
The season that you guys came second, I think you lost the first game also.
No, we came fifth. That season we came fifth.
No, the Brentford one, we came fifth.
They
came fifth. We finished 8th the season before, and then
I remember very well. That was the first season just after COVID, just like when people were coming, fans were coming back to the stadium.
Yes. That's right. I'm just saying that I understand it. It's sometimes those kind of teams have a point to prove.
Remember, Arsenal missed a lot of guys that day because of COVID.
But the difference is these guys did not miss anyone. And Johnny Boy, is Baleba the answer for them? You know.
I mean, that's what United fans are hoping for. I'm trying to portray him as that he's the golden boy. You know, they have been chasing him for like 2 years now. Finally, he's here. To me,
and they signed for 100 million, so that should be a positive for the Omar brother them.
Just lost.
It's a 70 plus 5.
Of lack of preparation.
Please, he's not the Messiah. He's not the Messiah. He's just one piece of the puzzle.
You guys are learning from Arteta's playbook. You need lots of midfielders. You understand?
No, we don't need lots. We need a striker, please. We need a striker. We need
you have Sesko. I thought you have Sesko.
Please, Sesko. I cannot rely on Sesko.
And Zexi. And Mbeumo and Cunha and Rashford.
Even that boy you stole from Arsenal. What's his name?
Chidobe.
We also need the fullbacks. We need to change our left and right back. We need to invest in that position.
What's Dogu?
Mazraoui is running.
Dogu, Mazraoui, Dalo. Come on, you guys are stopped, man. To me, what happened to United is very simple. Is that
Dalo is still money for how many years?
United came with the wrong mindset. That's all I can say. Because I think Hull City followed the blueprint of teams that come into Premier League and need to survive. Be physical, be aggressive, set pieces. If it was Sunderland last season, exactly the playbook Sunderland followed, and that's how they survived. They were aggressive, physical, set piece, strong in the air, and that's what Hull City did. They gave with a game plan. Once it worked the first time, they knew that was Man U's weak point. And if you watch the whole game, all they were doing was cross and not. Most of their ball was they were targeting the wings, trying to cross the ball in, set pieces, and all. And they got United. And the moment they scored the second goal, they were like, okay, we've gotten 2 goals. Now you come and break us down. And United couldn't. They missed some chances, but deep down they couldn't break them down. They couldn't contain what's the former Premier League boy, McBurney. McBurney was like prime Lewandowski. Everything he was doing everything yesterday against United. I'm like, wow.
United strikers need to learn from McBurney. Maybe you guys are signing those kind of players. So
United should just you
need strikers. It's not going to be expensive, Jude.
5 million, just 5 million.
I don't mind.
Can I play
now? We have attacking options.
Can I play 2 clips from 2 United cult heroes about United situation, because we're talking about sacking and signing players and all of this stuff. I'll play the 2 videos and then I'll let the United guys react, and Johnny Boy, you can chip in if you want, because I think that players when people are criticizing fan content creators or fans that are reacting, they're like, no, let players listen to players. So I want us to listen to players today. You understand? So this is Bruno Fernandes in an interview end of last season with what's this guy name? One of the top podcasters, Dario CEO. You guys know him, Sean Bartlett. So
I understand the club has different manager comes in and different ways of playing and whatsoever, but the recruitment has to be for Man United, because the player will get normally a 5 years contract and the manager will get 2. And you know that if something is not working, the club always gets rid of the manager first, then he gets rid of the player because it's much more difficult. So I think you always have to bring players that fit the club, and then you bring managers that fit the club and the players you've got. Mm-hmm. And I think that says to be the thing that, for example, let's talk about Klopp and Pep, why they were so successful, because they chose the players in togetherness with the club that will fit the club, the system, and the way they wanted to play. Not for me to.
Right. So this question is to the United guys before I play the next one. The signings that you guys have.
I thought it was AIU, honestly, but
no, it's a actual interview. Mateus Fernandes, Carlos Baleba, Andre Santos, Yuri Tielemans. Are they like United style players, and are they players that work under Carrick system?
Bruno Fernandes.
No, Mateus Fernandes and
they didn't sign Fernandes.
We wanted him, but we didn't sign him.
Yes,
they couldn't pay. They were too lazy to pay the money.
So Santos, Tielemans, Baleba, and whoever. Are they United signing? Are they Carrick kind of players?
Yeah, I mean, according to all
with no pace, by the way, none of those guys have pace.
Baleba has pace. Baleba has energy.
Okay, you will see.
Baleba has pace and power.
No, I don't know about pace, but he has that push to drive.
I mean, if there's one thing about him, that's the thing that he has now, right? Pace and power.
He has as much pace as MLS, but yes, no problem. I'll give him that one.
I mean, okay,
that's enough.
I'm sure, right? Is he MLS or Zidane?
The others bring the remaining.
But no, I mean, the way people are presenting Santos and Tielemans, right, and the way Carrick wants to play football, he wants quote unquote pass first midfielders. So Santos passes to the lines a lot. He thinks on the front foot. He wants to play football. Tielemans as well. He's always dropping the ball, over the heads of the defenders. I think the problem is we didn't have, prior to Baleba, we didn't have that like 6 to sweep and cover ground basically, defensively, and Baleba is supposed to be that person. But I think all in all, I would say yes, those guys are, based on the way Carrick wants to play football, those are the kind of midfielders that suits him. And Santos and Baleba especially, have high ceilings. Like they can be at United for the next, 4, 5, 6 years. Tielemans is the short-term signing, and Carrick needs to be very smart about how he uses him, because to me he's like Eriksen but worse in terms of like the pace, because Eriksen clearly was being played as like a 10 higher up the pitch, but Tielemans is supposed to be number 6, basically deep, moving around, and he just can't. Like there'll be some clips that I saw in this game as a whole. He's slow. I don't think he's up to the
very slow.
Up to the pace. So he's a quality player. Like I think his touch is there. Like the touches he gets up. I think we just need to figure out how to use him, and that's where because if the Sakari can bring in a manager, the expectation will still be the same, which is top 4. Because as far as I'm concerned, we have the squad to do top 4 and to compete basically for the league even. Compete meaning you're in and around there until quality and experience becomes the difference between you and the eventual winners. But you need to be in conversation, and I don't know if Carrick can get us there. I think he can. I think what they had last season, the way they were playing that like mid block, because our press just looked so horrible against Hull. I don't know what it is. I think people say Carrick has lost 5 games. 4 out of those 5 games have been against back fives. So maybe once we start playing people that have used back 4, maybe we'll start winning games again. But if all the team has to do is switch to back 5 and we're discombobulated, I don't know what kind of season we're going to have. I need for the managers, catch on.
Yeah, Jude, I'm looking for your answer. I've got all the things for posterity's sake. Go on.
For me, I feel like Baleba would fit. He has He has almost the same drive like Pogba. Maybe not the only like he's like maybe 60% Pogba. Just doesn't have
That's a
the.
good. I like the analogy. Continue. Yes.
It
Pogba
just
reject.
doesn't have more of the shoot power, the shot power, the other like efficiency like Pogba and the rest. But he drives up, push the ball, has that energy to move around. I've seen some clips of him. Santos, I've not really seen him. And I feel like him being a second fiddle in Chelsea means to me, like I still say, he's average or below average. I don't see any reason why they went for him. Maybe because we don't have choices. The Tielemans is
Walter
okay.
Fernandez. You do want to pay.
Tielemans is okay. Tielemans is okay. Tielemans is just on the age side. You have Bruno, you have Tielemans. It's going to be like a tough season. We could have kept Casemiro.
But you have men. Those are young guys now. Santos is young. Baleba is young.
29 is not old now, Jude. 29 is not old. Though. I know what you're saying. You see, 29 still has at least 4 years to give you.
Exactly.
Your midfield. Tell me who's 29 your midfield.
Bruno is going to be 29 this month.
Your midfield, your own.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Bruno, I just gave
he's going to.
Yes.
He's going to. And you see,
before December, will be 29.
Some people are already calling him 29 years old.
You just signed him. And he has
Did
more
you just
energy.
Did you just sign Tiliman?
He must have thought that. He thought that.
So, you signed experience. You need experience. You can't just have all young midfielders.
One, Carrick has to, like Chen said, he has to manage Tielemans. I think Tielemans will be more better in attacking than sitting too much or defending for us. I think they are okay, but we still depends. Like right now, I need to know what the club wants to do this season. Are they in a fight for the title, or they just want to qualify again for Champions League and maintain books? Because if you really want to fight, I feel like they are not enough. They need to go and get like at least either a left back or a right back for me, and a second striker. That's what I need.
Well, the final clip I'm going to play before I rest my case and let Sheo moderate this thing away is from you guys' legend, Sir Marcus Rashford, right? We've done about 26 minutes, and you guys have mentioned sack of Carrick about 5 times already. So let's hear what he has to say about sacking managers at United.
It's reactionary. If your direction's always changing, you can't expect to be able to win the league. Yeah, you might win some cup tournaments, but it's because you do have a good coach and you do have good players and you have match winners in your team. You're not there by accident. Like, this is what some people forget. So yeah, we've been way below where we deem United to be. But then if you take like a step back, which I've been able to do, especially over like the last 6 months, what do you expect? People say we've been in a transition for years. To be in a transition, you have to start the transition. So it's like the actual transition's not started yet. So like when Liverpool went through this, they got Klopp, they stuck with him. They didn't win in the beginning.
True.
Do you know what I mean? People only remember his final few years when he was, competing with City and winning the biggest trophies. Didn't win in the beginning.
Really
so it's like, to start a transition, you have to make a plan and stick to it. So this is the thing that I think.
It's not easy to do, though, is it? If you
it's not easy to do.
Think it's not going well.
100%. But this is where I speak about like being realistic with like what your situation is. I feel like we've had that many different managers and different ideas and different like strategies in order to win. You end up in the middle of you end up in no man's land. So
does it hurt you?
Yeah, 100%. But not only as like a player, just as like I'm a United fan.
Yeah. So guys, you guys can keep starting transition upon transition. You've heard Rashford. Like,
so you say they should have kept Amorim. I don't know what he means by that.
If we're going to stick with the arguments now, Amorim will have the person to test it with. But Shakti, that ship has sailed. Like, that argument is only half complete. The second half of the argument is you have to. Football is the one thing where to prove yourself, basically, right? You have to prove yourself every day. There's no people say, oh, Klopp got time, but it seemed clear, I think, pretty much halfway through the first year of Klopp tenure that there was something here, right? And this guy is cooking. you can't just let's just be like I'm worried. We'll just be losing. Like loss after loss after loss. Now you have to show something.
So at one point, surely Carrick should be the beginning. Now you guys have learned about sacking. Surely you should start a transition right now. No matter what happens with Carrick, stick with him for the next 2-3 years. Give him the time to build the player, build the squad that he wants, and then maybe be successful by year 6. Like as now, who knows?
Right? From now to December, we should stick with Carrick.
Yes, now you have to build. Amorim cried as well. You guys told me you're going to stick with me. Like, you can't just keep sacking managers because the fans or the medias and the pundits are saying otherwise, you know? You have to give the manager the time to implement their strategy.
It will be because of pundits and media. It's because of losses on the board. That's why a manager will be sacked. It's because the team can't win for love of money. Because everybody is laughing and smiling and happy right now, right? But once we start losing, right, it happens to all the managers. You pick your favorite 11, you start losing, then you start playing the same 4 guys over and over again. And then nobody understands or can explain why you're playing the same players, and you keep losing. Then this person is not happy. The squad is angry. Then we sack the manager. We bring a new manager, and then for 6 months everybody is happy until you give the manager a permanent job, and then the same cycle happens over and over again. So Carrick,
but for me, I just think that the manager Carrick has shown that he can do something from taking your club from 6th to 3rd. Towards the end of the season, I know in the tail end things faded when all the initial gra finished. But like he's signing players that will fit his philosophy. I'm sure you guys will still sign 1 or 2 more players by the end of the transfer window. Surely you give him time to implement his system, let the players get used to it. Nobody says not
going to get time. Nobody says not going to get time. But if he has a brain in his head, right, then
But you are saying he's on sack watch already and he's only played 1 game this season.
No. I see. You're trying to use the APC. You're trying to do this thing. You're trying to do media manipulation. I say this: if there's 100% sack watch, he's taking a step towards sack watch because there's 15 points on the board now.
After 1
20
game.
points. There's 20 points. What am I can't do math again. 3 times 4. Sorry, 12. 12 points on the board, basically. He has 0 now, right? 0. 12 points is a lot of points at the end of the day. No, voila. This one is free hit. This first game of the season is free hits. Everybody
against Hull City.
Find your footing, free hits. Against Ipswich, I shouldn't see Patrick Dorgu on the left. There's no need to fool ourselves. If Licha is not injured, there's no reason why if the heavy should still be starting the game for us, right? Mazraoui is a philosopher. There are games for Mazraoui. Champions League game, Shakhtar Donetsk, that kind of thing. Play match there. But expansive, you want to play football, play Dalot. Play Kobe Mino. He's our best midfielder. Forget all this. Kobe Mino is waiting. When in the league that MLS, people are shining, right? It's a disgrace. Kobe Mino is the one. He's the
heir to the
Mino
is not going
midfield.
to play. You guys are yet to add.
He's the heir to the English midfield throne, basically, right? And so Carrick.
No, MLS is still there. Like, which you guys come down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Mino is here to remind people, and he just needs to have the platform to do it. So they should play him.
It's a long season. He will have time to play. There'll be League Cups and FA Cups.
So it's up to Carrick, really. That's the thing. I think Carrick getting the time for me is not really a question of me giving him grace. I think it's up to him. He needs to make the correct decisions, right? There's no this is the season where it's really up for grabs, right? People are going to get left behind. I was talking to a 10-year-old right today who's trying to be an Arsenal fan or a Man City fan, right? Like a whole generation of people are growing up not even understanding what is the real football hierarchy, right? Or the real football setup. So Carrick basically can't afford to mess around, and we'll get left behind big time.
One thing Bruno forgot to mention is that with Klopp, in as much as he wanted to build a system, he knows how to win. He fights to win. There was no fight yesterday. It was just like
Klopp. How many things did he win before in Dortmund before he came to Liverpool?
I'm saying like many.
But how many?
I'm not saying like
he won. Yeah, exactly. He was one that was finishing with Lewandowski.
But he's the people that were winning was Bayern. There was no
He
team.
was a winner.
Bayern was a winner. He was winning games. Me, I'm talking about win games. Win games, get us to second, and then we'll say, okay, you are doing something. Let us improve you. He came to Liverpool. He had a Syria striker. He had Coutinho. He had Suarez.
You have Umbuemo, 20 goal scorer. You have Cunha,
You want to compare
15 goal
Cunha with
scorer.
Suarez.
You
You want
have
to compare with
Sesko,
Suarez.
20
He
goal
didn't have
scorer.
Suarez. He didn't have Suarez at left. He didn't have
10
Suarez.
of 12 goal scorers.
He was using
Recognized-
Benteke. No,
He
Klopp
was using
He
Wijnaldum
sold
in
Coutinho.
midfield, basically. Henderson that he bought from, was it Sunderland I bought Henderson from?
Wijnaldum was towards the end of his.
Yes, no.
Kind
But
of,
Manu,
when he
you
won
got
And
to,
so
But the
Coutinho,
team- but the team he
everybody
met-
was already
talisman.
good though.
The
They bought
team he
Sadio
met,
Mane.
the team
Adam
he
Lallana
met-
and them
No,
them.
he bought the
But
money
the thing
now.
is, he was buying proven people that were already balling in the Premier League. They were not high, but they
Yes,
had
Mbemo
access
is
to
balling in the Premier League. Baleba
Mbemo
is
and Kuya
balling
is
in the
what?
Premier
Mbemo
League.
and Kuya is
Yuri
what?
Tielemans is balling in the Premier
Exactly.
League. So what are you talking about, my friend?
Tielemans was one of the best players last season, right?
Don't play Kuya as a 9. You should go find a 9 for us and play 9.
But Cunha is a
want to play
versatile.
Kuya
He's versatile.
as
He
a
can play
9,
on the left. He can play as a 10. He can
is
play
not
as
needed.
a 9. As a
This
false
is not
9, sorry.
needed in small. We don't need it in small teams. We need to kill the game. We want to win. You don't need it. You need it against Arsenal. Okay, come and be versatile and help us. That's where you need it. You need it against Man City, people that possess football. You are playing a small team. You're going to have more possession. You
If
need
you did, you had
just
like
like
almost
The
70%
moment they scored the
possession.
second goal,
So the thing is,
they were fine with
Klopp
leading
was
possession.
still winning games and was giving Liverpool that hope. You cannot tell me that we'll be in 16th and let's be supporting you. What are we supporting? To climb from 16 to 15 or climb
I'm
from
saying
Transition.
that could have gotten that grace, right? And in my honest opinion, if you had kept him around to the end of the season, I would not have minded, right, for us to do it. But he was losing games, and that was the only person that
That's
could
the
have
meat. He was drawing games, also losing.
No, he
And
was
he was
losing,
just
bro.
he was just few games behind
they
fourth.
did
He
not
was
buy
losing,
players
bro.
for him. January transfer. January
He was
after.
losing.
The truth about it is that what got Amorim sacked is your ex players on.
Yes,
No,
he
not
said
just-
it now. He said it clearly.
It's a whole host of things. Amorim himself wanted to get sacked. I think he got to that Mourinho kind of place where
True.
he hated the very Manchester.
He hated all his players.
Basically. He hated everything. Basically, every day, I hate my players so much. Next day, I love them sometimes. He's like the guy was a crash out basically every other day, and I think he had enough. I wanted to leave. He's the only one that could have gotten that long-term treatment. Now it's Eyope. There's no this thing. Eyope. We brought you Baleba, brought you Santos, brought you Tielemans. Any midfield combo you want to put together should be able to beat Hull. I don't give a damn what I say. If you can't, then let's just pack it up. Like what are we doing?
But no, to me, it's like he had something that was working last season, right? You
Counter-attacking football.
had BRUNO, you had Casemiro. Why don't you just sub that Casemiro position and still be playing Mena and BRUNO? Why don't you just maintain what you were using last season and just fix the
Bro, we are forgetting Hall. Hall gave you guys possession. Last season, you guys did not have that possession. You guys were counter-attacking. Hall knows how Carrick plays, so they gave him possession. Now you do your best with the ball, and you guys could not do anything because you guys are only used to counter-attacking football.
Because we did not have proper 9 in that place to mount pressure. If we had a proper 9,
Rashford even came on.
Sesko.
Starboy Rashford came on too.
Rashford came on. Sesko came on.
the wing.
Cunha came on.
9, don't call Rashford. Rashford was that Ten Hag season.
But it was your best attacker when he came on.
I'd not say he won't be good. I'd not say Rashford is not good. I say have somebody presently in the box or within that defensive, that center back.
Sesko was there. Sesko was brought on.
Sesko came in now, but then it was too late. All has collected.
You can't come back from two goals ahead.
With who? I told you I cannot rely on Sesko. You're telling me I should be looking for 2 goals ahead.
You've seen teams come back from 2 goals down. Why are we doing like this?
It's not the Manchester of yesterday. That Manchester of yesterday was not. They did not come to win. They came
to win. United players are just looking for scapegoats. The truth about it, no matter the team Carrick puts there, is that United should be able, because a lot of United fans predicted they're going to win Hull City.
They should be.
So already they had factored in the fact that whatever formation team Carrick puts in, they're expected to beat Hull City. It's the same thing with Arsenal against Coventry. No matter the lineup Ateta did, I was I was expecting Arsenal to win
But it's not what
Coventry.
plays there.
So it doesn't matter the team whether Martinelli played. I expected Coventry to be beaten, and which they were. So United, no matter the player that played, whether Tielemans or is supposed to beat Hull City. But the truth about it, Hull City just came. I don't think United were expecting the intensity and the ferociousness of Hull City. That was not the truth.
That's where
and they couldn't cope with it.
That's where Bruno's brilliance should have come in.
They couldn't cope with it.
No, John was taking us to the champs, right? The defending champs. So let's talk about the champs. Jude, how did you feel when you're watching that game now? Were you scared that, Arsenal is going to do it again? Because we did not score any set piece goal. There's nobody's talking anything. But the moment we mistakenly score one set piece goal, the whole world is saying set piece.
Against Leeds last season, how many set piece goals did you score?
Bro, leave Leeds.
Why are you going to last season? We're talking about Coventry on Friday.
It's Coventry that you are.
We played Community Shield final against Manchester City. We played Coventry. 2 games.
I just started.
2 games, 6 goals, no set piece goals, all open play goals. No set piece FC.
Just relax.
But how are you scared? Are you scared of us now? Like, you be honest.
I'm not scared per se. Like right now, you are the favorite to win.
Not that allow me get UD. So
you are the favorite because you are the favorite to win because for me, you already have the squad, the right mentality from last season.
Yeah,
and you did the add-ons that were needed. Maybe one extra add-on in your attacking option would be good. But
actually, we are going for 2, but I get you.
No, I said like if you get one, it's good. Maybe January you can add the remaining one to help you boost that part of the season based on whoever that is lacking. So it's like a club going in the right direction. They know what they want. They are going for right players, and the mentality is already there. I don't know how. I don't like going back to Manchester United, but it's
because you guys were all over the place, as David said. Big up, David.
Because the players, Bruno is fantastic. But he's not showing that mentality. Like they're not showing that mentality to each other. That even if we bring in Baleba now, we are looking like there's a 50% that will still be catastrophic. Because that mentality is not there. But imagine buying a player and bringing a player into Arsenal. If it's money that body socialist, you'll probably see him playing rubbish too. Like the guy on the left wing.
Dogu.
It will probably be the same.
But remember, you guys signed Dogu as a left back.
Exactly. Dogu is actually a left back.
I'm already converted it to right.
That's your Nacho Monreal. Anyways, yeah. So are you scared about us now? Like, are you scared? Or are you worried?
No. I mean, I think Arsenal are the team to beat this season. There's no doubt about it. So I think the pressure, the weight of all the expectation really is on Arsenal. I think if you think there was a lot of noise for United losing to Hull, just wait till Arsenal loses any game in the Premier League at all. So I think Arsenal beating Coventry in the way they did is to be expected. I think it's the other
to be expected.
Games. Yes, of course, it's to be expected. Coventry.
No. I would say the way you said the way Arsenal beat Hull.
Yes, the way you beat Coventry is to be expected. Yes, at home, yes, it's to be expected. I think
expansive, expressive football. You guys were expecting that.
What do you mean, expansive, expressive football against newly promoted Coventry? Yes, that's what we're expecting. We're expecting guys to dominate and beat Coventry. Okay, so there's no surprise there. I think the surprises might come if they come at all from the other team. I think let's see where you play against other established Premier League teams that
Aston Villa next,
but Aston Villa next, those ones are definitely going to want to correct, their loss this weekend, and they are kind of like a bogey team of sorts for us now. Hopefully, we can tell them Xerxes before then. So maybe
I don't want Sexy again.
No, it's not me that doesn't want him now. It's the club that doesn't want him. So I think Arsenal look good, as I would expect them to.
Jude, let Sean said. I missed what Sean said. Sean, say it again, please. The last sentence.
I said Arsenal look good, as I would expect them to. There's no thing about it. But it doesn't mean that they are not local champions, right? It doesn't mean that
we are champions of England now. Is local champions.
Yeah, I don't know that Arsenal has what it takes to do the back-to-back thing. right? Because I still don't see you having a striker. I don't see that. Gyökeres, I don't know if you sent him. Havertz, he's gonna huff and puff basically.
2-2, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, sure. But I don't rate either of them to have that cutting edge basically for us now. And then Odegaard looks bright and sharp, but if you play him for 10 games, his body would scatter. And then Arsenal started looking for creative outlet again. Right? So maybe the problem is solved now with MLS in midfield. But you spend 75 million on Bruno G. And I don't see him benching. I don't think he offers what MLS does. He's another pace and passion merchant. And you have the best of them all, Declan Rice,
exactly.
In your team. So I think there are some vulnerabilities in the Arsenal team that this league that doesn't respect anybody could suffer. I think the one thing I can say for Arteta, who is somebody that I rate, right, that he is also, a Boko Haram minded person. The same way the league does not respect anybody, he therefore respects everybody. So Arteta doesn't take anything for granted, doesn't take anything easy or simple or just casual. The guy is a very high strung. That's why he does all this. Let's play the music of Anfield in training, or let me hire a pickpocket to steal us now your player's wallet.
Did it work? Did it work?
And that's what I'm saying. The guy is a very high strung. So it's very clear that that is getting through to the players, right? And I think the weaknesses of Arsenal come from the weaknesses of that personality type, and it can for sure be exploited.
Fair enough. David, big up. David, you should have joined, but you said you're not going to join, but we're here. Thank you for still giving this United fans hell. So Jude, he's already trying to stand behind Maresca.
I'm not standing behind.
Can't you challenge for the title?
I'm standing with them.
David, we know them now. We know them. They are in the title race until December, January. By December, January, they will start supporting City or Chelsea or Liverpool.
I'm not behind Maresca.
Win the league. We know them.
Right. Anyways, Johnny Boy, how did you see the game?
Arsenal's game?
Yeah. And do you think we can do it?
We did what champions do now. We put Coventry, less stress. The game was done by halftime. We showed some teams how to beat newly promoted teams. You go into the game as a Premier League team without giving too much. We can't take them for granted like some people did. My boys, Odegaard, Solis, Havertz, everybody balled out. Stuff of champions. So I don't know what Shelty is talking about not trusting our attack, but our attack last season were the second highest scorers in the league, if I'm not wrong, after City. So I don't all this myth about our attack is just talk.
And before you throw set piece there were only 3 goals behind Arsenal in set pieces. But
leave them with less games. So with less games.
But what percentage of your goals are from set pieces now?
Right? It doesn't matter. It's got 3 less goals. With facts should be facts. All this percentage, ratio, and proportions.
So when you mention attack, the attack, our coach and our board, they've seen that and I try to rectify that. You can see we're trying to move out some of our pieces out and bring in star quality. Don't worry, we are getting there. See, we're not sprinkling quality, bringing one of the best defenders in the league, Konza, show off the back, bring one of the top 2 best midfielders in the Premier League, Bruno, Skippo, bring him, chuck him inside. So we are looking for that now in our attack, and then case closed. So don't worry, we have the league on wrap. I just want to wait and see who bring the attack, and then.
I think the good thing about this is that we're going to learn a lot. I believe we're going to learn a lot from the game against Arsenal.
Which game? United Arsenal? I think that's probably still far.
No, Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa.
Fair enough. Now, before I come to David's question, I know that Aston Villa don't really start the season well. I remember last season they went like 7 games, the first 7 games or so.
Yeah. They didn't score.
Without scoring any goals. They grow into. They take time to get into the reality of the EPL. So I'm not worried. I'm actually glad that we're playing them next, because I think last season we played the first game of the season or something like that, first or second game of the season. We played United first also.
Yeah, United first. United
and then Aston Villa. Yeah.
No, it was 2 seasons ago we played Aston Villa second match.
Okay.
Last season we played Aston Villa in December
No.
1st. That is a messed up.
Oh yeah, and then
Eze-
we'll play them
Yeah.
again in January.
I actually
Yeah.
think they also sold like 4 or 5 key players. So they're
Yeah,
not
to take a while. They'll be stubborn. Don't get me wrong. Unai Emery will always have an extra
and it's their
passion
first home match as well.
against Arsenal as well. First home game of the season, so it's going to be an interesting one. But I think Arsenal will come away with the W.
Konza back home.
Yeah,
Konza going back home.
Konza should not start. Konza should chill first, because all those kind of things. Remember when what's it called? Rice first went back to West Ham when they were booing him, he couldn't handle it. So you don't want to play Konza when the fans start booing him. You'll be like, these are the guys that used to cheer for me to affect him psychologically. So leave him on the bench for a bit. Don't play him. Don't play him straight away.
And
but
there's a good news. I heard Bruno might be in the team, so that's a good.
Yeah.
Bruno G.
Bruno F.
But Arsenal played well. I actually enjoyed the style of football. I pray we continue this throughout the rest of the season. I know that if you want to play expressive football, you're going to suffer. But when you start meeting that with the United that like counter-attacking, 2 banks of 4, all those kind of things, then it becomes difficult. But as long as people play expressive football, and with these new Premier League rules that people can be cheating and delaying goal kicks and delaying corner kicks that they're accusing Arsenal of, you saw City trying to do it today, right, in their game. But Arsenal were not doing that. We play fair. We play fair and square. So I think Arsenal has everything in their power to defend the title. Are they going to win it? Let's see at the end of the transfer window. Then I'll make my final decision.
Yeah, but
until then, question for the panel: who wins the EPL first, Bruno G or Bruno F? Let's start with Jude.
Now, what kind of?
With Bruno G, with Bruno F, if we get second, let's start from there. Will he come second? Has he ever come second first? Let's start from that one. This has been in the league. Has he come second?
Being unbiased, I don't feel like Man U will win anything great with Bruno being in our team again.
Chai.
Oh my God!
I think it's time we just probably part ways with him.
So it's one FA Cup for you
be
guys.
Here for the next 2 years. So you guys want to keep
I
him?
don't think they will.
So that means that 2028 is not going to happen then.
He's an excellent player, but I think he has gotten to the point where we need somebody else to take us there. And Bruno will not. Bruno kind of submerged.
That's why you signed Tielemans. Now Tielemans can take you there. He did it last season. Europa League final. He won Europa League.
Bruno G winning it is not because of Bruno G. Bruno G is winning it because
I tell you for David.
You got to have behind. Don't worry. That's why we brought him. We're going to see.
I'm telling you.
He's going to have behind. You see him.
It has to be already like.
You see him when he's
already like. Don't worry. The odds of winning it on everywhere is higher than any other person.
Arsenal fans have already started to see the Bruno G. We've seen him on the last 2 matches he played for us. Don't worry.
No problem.
Yeah.
You even struggle with him the more at the beginning stages.
So who is EPL first? You didn't answer the question.
I don't know where Carrick is going.
So technically, he has answered that you cannot win anything tangible with Bruno F. Sean, do you agree with that? Come on, rep your club.
I mean, I think Bruno is a fantastic player. What Bruno needs is a manager that is brave enough and is wise enough to sub him when he needs to be subbed and to drop him when he needs to be dropped. So first FA Cup game, first Carabao Cup game, I don't need to see Bruno because the way you're using Bruno like this is as if Bruno in the morning, Bruno in the afternoon, Bruno in the night, right? Like Bruno all the time. So like let him breathe. He's a fantastic player, a quality player, one of the best footballers in the Premier League. Right, one of the best footballers Premier League has ever seen. The numbers don't lie, but he doesn't need to be the guy all the time because he has a way of playing that isn't suitable to every single game. Right, He likes hero passes in his team. Sometimes those balls can be disastrous. They can be disastrous for the opposing team. Sometimes, like against Hull, it can be frustrating. What we needed against this Hull team, we needed intricacy. We needed, as in delicacy on the ball, tip tap, try and break them through. Not, lock the ball, shoot up for RASHFORD. Hey, long ball, shoot up for this person. Oh, guys, we could have played another 24 hours, non-stop football. We would not have still won that match. Basically, the way it was going because of the personnel that this guy had on the pitch. So that's why I say, Carrick, use your sense, like use your I want him to have a team of warriors, and what that means is that everybody feels like they have a role to play in the team. They're important in the team. Not that there's one guy that like because his name is Bruno Fernandes, now him be everything. Yes, even if he's not playing well, I think Carrick has to be more careful, man.
Well, before the season started, people were talking about these new managers, the Raolas and the Marescas and Xabi Alonso's. We've not seen Xabi Alonso play yet. We'll see him on Monday. But we've seen Maresca with City. We've seen Raola with Liverpool. We've seen De Zerbi with Tottenham, even with all his war chest and new signings. Who do you think would actually... We've seen Villa as well, Unai Emery. Who do you think would pose a serious threat to Arsenal? This is match week 1, but seeing the tactic, style of play, all of that, we saw Haaland doing things he never did under Pep. He was tracking back, playing Haaland, was playing Kane role basically, coming to link up play, dropping deep into the midfield,
not
attacking
only that,
all of that.
You notice something he did? He has moved. O'Reilly is no longer left back under him. O'Reilly is back to his original position, just like MLS.
Yeah. So we're seeing all of this little change. We've seen them in match week 1. Before it was abstract. Now we've watched the games. Who do you think is going to pose a serious threat to Arsenal? And I even think today, I was watching Sky. One of the commentators made this slip, like when Vadio scored, it was like, this is how champions play or champions to be. Like they are already kind of positioning City to be the main challengers to Arsenal. Do you guys share that sentiment as well, or what do you think? Because we know it's not United so far, based on what we've said.
And this might be a politician's answer, but I feel like you can't know this is something that we would only know like later down the line. I think there are lots of managers that have a chance to show something. I think the way the league is set up basically is up for anybody. I think it would be unwise to draw conclusions about Liverpool or even City, because when I saw City, I saw Gueye in midfield.
Yeah, I noticed that today a lot.
He playing John Stone role.
Anderson, I don't think they had a particularly good game, right? And had to be subbed off. And so, and then Iraola, Liverpool were about to be surprised, if not for last minute penalty by Szoboszlai. So, regardless of even how it goes for Chelsea, I think we've seen too many different flavors of this Premier League, right? You start the league very well. Next thing by middle of the season, you're up and down. You start the league poorly. By middle of the season, you found your foot. So, right, last season, Aston Villa, I think, had a terrible start of the season, and it costs you at the end of the day, right? But I think the season is very long. So, honestly, I don't see anybody competing with Arsenal right now. I think whoever that person is, he has not taken shape yet. Ask me again after game 5.
Fair enough. Jude.
Arsenal is on the league of their own now, so they have the right to win.
So, no, who is going to be? We know that. By the questioning, we know that who is going to be the challenger.
It's going to be between City and Man U. They'll probably have like drops. Somebody will chase, the other person will drop, the other person will chase, the other person will drop. Iraola will probably struggle with Liverpool in this first season. I don't think he'll probably be among the top 6, that's for sure. But I don't think top 4. I'm not too sure, because when they start playing more games, he might be too occupied. Chelsea, because they have one game, might sneak in, and because they have a good manager, they might sneak into top 4. But they probably not be a title contender now. They might have a stretch of games that they will win, and it will look like they are, but they will get those hit backs that will put them back at top 4. Just like, let's gather more points when we can, and then fall back when we fall. Like when the second half of the table goes, they might fall down. They might be a better contender next season if they do a good transfer business under this guy. But for this season, I just feel it's between Carrick and Maresca. Maresca, because he possesses a good squad. If it's not a good squad, I think Maresca will also might be among the struggling guys.
Right, Johnny Boy, who are you fearing?
I won't say fearing, but I think our strongest challenger to me is definitely Man City, because I think Man City has the players. They still have some Premier League winners in their squad, and you can see today. They found the mental strength and the mental fortitude to actually come back today and win that game. So that's already a sign that they are still going for the league, and they believe they still have a chance. And they're still going to sign more players. They've already confirmed the Buadi today, and I'm sure they will still probably sign 2 more guys before the end of the transfer window. considering the fact that Mamushna has gone as well. So
Yeah.
I expect them to sign more players. So I think to me, Man City are going to be our strongest and closest rivals. Then I would say, for my dark horse, I would say Chelsea, just because I feel Alonso knows what it takes to win a league. I know you might say the German league, but it doesn't change the fact that he knows what it takes to win the league, so he knows. And then second of all, also helpful is that it's 1 game per week, so he can actually keep his squad fresh for Premier League games, you know. And I think Chelsea have actually given him a better squad, if that makes more sense, than other managers to me. Like, he has a better team right now in terms of getting almost the players he wanted.
Yeah. Right
now. So I think Man City for me are closest rivals, but like dark horse for me, I would say Chelsea. I don't think United are. I know United is just making us, but United FC top 5 they tried this season. I say we'll be here in December, January when they'll start crying for Carrick. We'll be here. We'll see it. It will play out. I think Carrick's another Oli. That's what I think. It's another Oli.
But Oli finished second his first season, so
thank you.
You know.
I mean, Carrick has done his third. That is his prize.
Fair enough. Before I give my answer, let me just read the 2 last comments by David. My take for this season: the need to perform in multiple competitions will affect the big boys. Apart from Arsenal, he didn't say that. Ahmad did not. I see Chelsea making top 4, same way United did last season due to fewer games, and he actually thinks Chelsea will be a good contender this season. Maresca's squad lacks depth, and he's still selling. Liverpool will get a good shout. United will not make the Champions League. Ooh, wow. Interesting.
Wow, that's a great take. Wow, so United top, probably United is 7th. That's what it means.
Well, for me, I think City will be the biggest rivals, and followed by Chelsea. Maresca is not, even though we can say he didn't really do that well in Chelsea, but he won the Club World Cup, he won the Europa Conference League. Like, he has a taste of winning with a big team, and he knows that he's taking over from Pep Guardiola. He knows the expectation and the weight of the expectation of his shoulder, so he will do his best to try to push Arsenal all the way. And Chelsea, like you rightly said, Johnny Boy, the guy Alonso has a taste of winning. Invincible in the German league. So, and he has 1 game a week. He has time to prepare his team, instill his philosophy, and so it's going to be a threat as well. So I think at this point in time, City, Chelsea will be the contenders.
I like how you underrate us. That's good.
No, see, it's very good.
Nobody's underrating United, but I'm not saying United is not going to be there.
Last season, David did not give us top 4 too, so no problem. I'm happy. Just keep us that way.
No, it's working on this, and I think it's actually the position for us to be.
Thank God for
I think a lot of United fans.
We can say it, but United fans are already putting themselves. Yeah, United fans say you guys are winning the league. The United fans say you guys are top.
That's why I said thank God for us.
Even if we say it, you guys are not that.
Because Johnny Boy, we've seen that our players, right, on their day with the right configuration, they can in fact beat anybody. So that's Carrick's job now.
Which one is right configuration again? I beg.
Configuration now.
Are they PlayStation players?
Right players for the right match, right? He picked the right tactics for the right match. Ferguson went away to Barcelona, played Tevez in midfield, right? Played Partizan. Right, you're supposed to be able to. The invention of Cristiano Ronaldo as a striker was from Fergie, right? He was the one that started thinking, that way. So Carrick, I think, needs to use his brain. He cannot. This is not the holiday period is over. There's no this thing about it, right? The holiday is over. We're here for serious business now. Make the right choices. And I think the team is there. The team is there. Mbeumo, good player. Cunha, good player. Rashford, good player, decent player. Bruno, good player. Tielemans, Santos, Baleba, Kobe Mainu, all good players. Go and get us points.
Talk your talk.
Like if you're dropping points against Chelsea away, right? Because Chelsea's having the best game of their life, or if you're dropping points against Arsenal, that's one thing. But all this kind of whole Ipswich, that's how you actually don't get the Champions League. It's games like this that you keep dropping points in foolish matches like this. So we need to sharpen up. And
we saw this last season, remember?
Yeah.
You drop us against Leeds, you drop us against Newcastle.
I will sack them early to find a manager that moves up.
No, I'm talking about that Carrick. I'm talking about that Carrick. You lost to Leeds, remember? You lost.
And that 3 points, was vital. They stayed up because of that.
Is over reliance on Bruno. You rely on Bruno a lot. Bruno's passes works against bigger teams and teams that are more porous. When a team sits back, it's very hard. It's not that easy.
Please read David's comments.
Yeah, so this season that's not going to happen. United will have 3 coaches this season. Carrick should be out before Boxing Day fixtures.
Wow.
We are here.
Yeah,
mine is Carrick should have his team first 11 for the league. Know the players that he'll bring in as a sub, and the people that will play Carling Cup and FA Cup. He shouldn't come and be next match now. He'll go and change everything and start. They beat us. He will now fall back to Ten Hag.
You guys will be at home next season, no? Next match.
They have to win. If they like, let them know.
Yeah, who's your next game, Steph?
Ipswich.
Hey,
okay, the coach is no more there.
They will just come and sit down and do five at the back.
No, so I think the most United thing to do, right, would be for us to be saying is only 2 games in. After that,
I'm not saying 2 games, though.
No, that's the most United thing for us to do. To come and be explaining, it's only 2 games. There's still 36 more to go. I think these boys, if they know what's good for them, honestly, like if they know what is good for them, they better win convincingly, right? Because there's the potential for Shege basically is there. This Premier League is very wicked.
Fair enough. Your prediction for the next game then? Man United Ipswich, real quick.
Prediction.
3-1.
3-1 to Ipswich or to
right?
Man U.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1 United.
Right, and then Johnny Boy, same fixture.
1-1.
Oh, I knew.
I was also going to say 1-1. You're not going 1-1 as well.
Did you see which in first game won? You see them against Sunderland?
Yeah, no, they both for sure.
And Sizo, did you see Sizo?
Many relegated team now.
Sunderland.
No, Ipswich now.
No, and then
one of the best teams in the league last season. Remember,
Arsenal, Aston Villa. We'll start with the same order. Show. Oh, Jude went first. Jude, Aston Villa, Arsenal.
Probably 4-0.
To who?
Arsenal.
Oh, good.
I don't think Aston Villa is that. It's going to be a hassle for you guys. That's what Naimeris ego finish.
All right, now Sean T.
2-2.
2-2, okay. Because we said 1-1. This is vengeance. Johnny Boy.
3-1.
3-1 to who? Arsenal. I think it's going to be 2-0. We'll keep a clean sheet. 2-0. Arsenal. Yeah. Let's just round up with the new rules, right? They implemented for the Premier League this season. The 5-second countdown for throw-ins, 10 seconds for player to leave the pitch during substitutions. If they don't do that, they have to leave. They wait for the incoming player will wait for 1 minute before he comes in. Injured players have to leave the pitch. If goalkeeper tries to feign injury, one player from the team has to leave for 1 minute, right?
Even
and
the countdown for throw-ins and
countdown 5 seconds. Yes, and VAR can now interfere in second yellows if it's wrongfully called, right? Thank you, David. 4-2 to us now. For me, I think I enjoyed the games this weekend because of that. There was no of all those tactical delays, people running on the ball for no reasons, delaying throw-ins. I think I enjoyed the Premier League this weekend because it was just all-out action. I don't know if you guys felt the same way too, or we'll see.
Yeah, I was telling you that I couldn't really tell that the new rules were implemented, right? So
that's not fun. I can tell because we are not waiting 20-30 seconds to take throw-in. So straight away.
I could tell today. I could tell from the game.
I'll wait for the first time Arsenal should push keeper. Before we know
What about that team?
You saw we changed our style, our set pieces style of play. We switched it up a bit.
Just ask me when they bully keeper again.
No, you can't put your hands on keeper anymore. I think. Watching the ball.
I mean, today against Man City's game, they were
Man City's game, yes.
The referee allowed it though.
But that was before the ball was kicked. That was before the ball was kicked. When the ball is kicked, you can't like hold them anymore and just be pushing.
So you have to think outside the box again.
Our manager is a genius now.
Sometimes we go short. You didn't notice that now we go short. Sometimes we go short.
You have to do this season.
We're balling. I think I enjoyed it more though. I just want to see them make a mistake. Like because they're still keeping that the on-field referee still has majority decisions, not VR. VR cannot intercept as much unless it's clear and obvious. So I'm still expecting some hula baloo before the end of the season.
My own thing is that, with all these things, right? At the beginning of the season, they always implement it, but by the time you get to like the middle stage, they might not take it serious. They might not take it serious because remember the
players who complain.
The season when they brought in that kick, wasting of time, yellow card.
Yeah,
it was only implemented the first 5 or 6 games. After that, they went back to normal. The referees are not taking that again serious. So let's just see whether they were able to keep it throughout the whole season. That's what I want to know.
Yes, and David said we should get more ball in play moments this season. We saw how it helped the World Cup. I agree. The last World Cup had the most ball in play moments of any World Cup ever. So I expect it to have a positive impact. On that note, we are going to leave it here. Press the like button, subscribe, big up David, big up Sean T, big up Johnny Boy, big up man like you. Johnny Boy, we are back on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
We're back here on Tuesday discussing Arsenal, previewing in detail. You guys are welcome, but you're only going to talk Arsenal, not Man United. But until then, people, have a good week. If you're a United fan, press the like button. It's all right. It's all right. We like you guys. We love you guys. If you're an Arsenal fan, double press the like button if you can. And have a blessed week, people. We'll catch you on Tuesday.
Catch you,
people. Peace.
Too good.